and gentlemen, do you think you should be denied a job in a company in Mumbai just because you hail from Chennai or Delhi? Do you think if you're from Hyderabad, you should be denied a job in Vizag because Hyderabad no longer is part of Andhra Pradesh, it's part of Telangana? That really is the kind of discrimination that is being brought in by the new Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Mr. Jagan Reddy. Jagan Reddy, the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, has made everyone who's not from Andhra Pradesh feel almost like a foreigner in his own country. In a dangerous precedent, Jagan Reddy's government has passed a law, and this is a law in Andhra Pradesh, ladies and gentlemen, that reserves 75% jobs for locals in private companies. Not just government, but private companies. Yes, in private companies, viewers. In fact, Andhra will be the first state with this kind of a law, and I can write it down for you on a piece of paper that other states will follow suit. So you will have a situation where you will be discriminated in your own country. Borders will be created between states while everybody will play to their local politics and demands that their constituencies read vote banks really need. Is this really an idea that will help India to move forward? That's the question, and that's the big debate that's coming up.
Actually, it encourages the local people who are there, and we find that we have done our homework, and then only our Chief Minister has gone for this. We find that the local people are not given opportunities. So we thought it is better that we encourage the local people who are there, who are going out of the areas for their livelihood. See, it is 75%. Still you have 25% left. So the 25% chance is given to the outsiders. So what is there in this? That we are trying to protect the local area. 25% is more than enough for outsiders.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
And joining me tonight on this debate, Dinakar Lanka, leader of the BJP. Also joining me tonight is Mr. Ravi Srivastava, political analyst. Also Sunil Alag, who is somebody who we've known has a bird's eye view of corporate India. He's the SKA Advisors chief. And also joining us tonight is RaghuRamaRaju, Member of Parliament of the YSR Congress. So, Mr. Raju, I want to ask you this. Do you need a visa to come to Delhi? Why are you making people in Andhra Pradesh and reserving jobs for only people from Andhra Pradesh? Do you want to actually discriminate people from other parts of the country? What about the lakhs of IT workers who are working in Bengaluru? Do you want Bengaluru and Karnataka also to react in the same way and throw these Andhra residents out of Bengaluru? Is that what you want to start in India by passing the law that Mr. Jagan Reddy has brought into his assembly, discriminating against people of Indian origin?
See, you are talking of discrimination, but what our Honorable Chief Minister is talking is to give priority for the people who are living in the state. So this is, you should not treat it as a discrimination. It is the government which is taking care of the people of their own state. That is the difference. There is no discrimination here. And here the locals means, as okay, you are also telling clearly, it is for the state of AP. We are not telling that they have to take the people from within that particular mandal or within that particular district. Here Andhra Pradesh is one unit. So as you said, there are many people from Andhra Pradesh who are going to various other places, and if this particular rule is there, then several people who are going out of Andhra Pradesh, they would get jobs here itself. So this is not at all.
I don't understand. So Mr. Raju, next time you want to travel from Vijayawada to New Delhi, I think we will force you to apply for a visa.
No, you are unnecessarily bringing the topic of visa. So next time if Delhi government brings up with a similar rule, and if I am not able to fit in within the 25% which is available for the others, so I may be having a problem for job. But why are you bringing in the topic of visa here? Who had asked you to get the visa? You are only
No, why not?
extrapolating.
Why not? Why not?
Extrapolating.
Sunil
one asked
Alag, Sunil Alag,
You have
is
got-
this
you
going
have
to
got
help
every right to extrapolate.
competitiveness of Indian business? Is this really going to solve the problem of unemployment? Is this really going to see the development of people of Andhra Pradesh if they have such narrow focused laws and ideas to try and create employment within their own state?
No.
No, actually, look, in 1 second, sir, they've asked me a question, we've heard you, just hear me out. See, industry always prefers to employ locals, you don't have to bring a law in. It's only when you don't have appropriate local people for jobs that outsiders come in, regardless of whatever you might say. So if you are saying that, look, people will create industry in Andhra Pradesh because people will not leave Andhra, is so wrong. I mean, as far as I am concerned, no industry will want to come to Andhra. Forget about 75% jobs. You'll have 0 jobs available because you compete with states. When you go to Karnataka to set up an IT, because that is, Karnataka makes IT as its hub. That's why all IT moves there. Once all IT is moved there, then they will take workers from all over India. So why are you getting into a situation where you are compelling anybody to come in and start an IT business in Andhra? They will not do it. You all have also come up that you are supposed to train. Now supposing I set up industry, what do I do whilst I'm training for 5 years? And you don't, 1 second, let me finish, sir. I'm just saying that, look, you are telling us to train. You don't have any trained workers. Now for 5 years I'm training people, so my industry goes down the drain. What are you trying to do in this country? Not only are you setting a bad precedent, nobody will want come and start
Respond,
a new
Mr.
industry in your
Raju.
state. And this is the worst short-sighted thing that ever, you know, we are always first at doing the wrong thing, sir. That's all I can tell you. You are so short-sighted, you think you're going to attract
Mr.
people.
Raju, respond.
Industry is going to move out.
Forget
And you won't even get
politics,
the workers
forget
that you think you
politics,
have.
but even business
Yeah, yeah.
leaders feel that the idea that you've come up with, the law that you have come up with is absolutely ridiculous.
No, actually, no. It is not. No, you first take an example of any industry which is there in Andhra Pradesh. Though this regulation is there or not, why 75%, even 95% of the people are only locals. Even today, in any industry, if you take,
So why do you want to bring in a law? I'm saying the
We are
same
telling
thing.
Andhra Pradesh is one unit.
No, if it is happening, then why do you want to bring in a
It
law,
will
sir?
give the comfort
Why
to the
do you want
local
the law
people.
then? If
It
it's
is-
happening, it's happening.
See, the thing is,
Comfort.
Arre,
Mr.
Yes,
Dinakar
I'm coming to that.
Lanka, is this...
I'm
So,
coming
so,
to that.
so you are saying, Mr. Raju,
No.
Mr. Raju, you are
No.
admitting it's a
Let me
quota.
complete.
You are saying it is
It will-
an election
it will
promise. It is a vote bank politics that is being played. You are admitting that.
It is not. I'm not admitting it is vote bank politics. It is the election promise. You can't. There is a difference between election promise
It's an
and
election.
vote bank politics. There is a difference. It may be a slight difference.
Mr.
for people
Dinakar
who can
Lanka,
understand
Mr.
only they can
Dinakar
understand.
Lanka, the
So what
Supreme
I'm telling
Court
you-
judgment,
This will-
the Supreme Court judgment.
this
All
might-
right, Mr. Raju, let me get in Mr. Lanka. Let me get in Mr. Lanka.
Yeah.
Mr. Lanka, the Supreme Court has laid down the rules on quota. You cannot breach the 50% reservation. Now this is reservation through the back door, isn't it?
And Navika, it appears sound and rosy within the state, but the practical constraints and barriers which not addressed by the Jagan Mohan Reddy, it is very clear. As far as BJP Andhra Pradesh unity is concerned, we welcome it. But what about the constraints? What about the obstacles which haven't addressed by the Honorable Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy? It is very clear that when you are speaking about the 75% reservation for local area, what is the definition of local area? Honorable Parliament member is telling that state is unit, but Honorable Chief Minister not told about that. Whether state is unit, district is unit, mandal is unit, or panchayat is unit, it is a very big constraint which is appearing. And then come to the reality, any industry. The administrative managerial requirement is required. Skilled and semi-skilled, unskilled people are required. When we are talking about the strategic management level, is it possible to provide quota 75% at the managerial quota, administrative quota as far as strategy
So you
management
believe,
is concerned?
you are
And
saying, Mr. Lanka, you are saying you support this and you're calling it a quota. The mask is off.
I am
Basically,
telling-
what you
Navika,
want is increase
Navika,
of
that's why-
quotas
no,
from
Navika,
50% to the 75%
let
through a
me-
new definition.
let
And
you
Mr.
allow
Ravi
me-
Srivastava,
let you allow me 1
Ravi
minute,
Srivastava,
Navika.
Ravi Srivastava, Ravi Srivastava, this has been tried. This is
the constraints which are not addressed properly means create confusion. Whether it is possible
Sir,
to
can I come in now, please?
Run through these kind
Sir,
of
can I come
amendments
in?
or not? Let me see that.
Mr. Lanka, the basic point is that you do not have the guts to call a wrong policy a wrong policy simply because you also are worried about your own vote bank. You are also worried about your own vote bank.
That's why I told
Navika.
that it appears rosy, it appears
Navika.
Ravi
Can I come in, please?
Srivastava, Ravi Srivastava, quotas in jobs. Quotas
Navika,
in jobs of
Navika,
this kind through origin
my
of
point is-
locals is not new. 1 minute, Ravi Srivastava. I want to pull out my fact check. In 1995, Gujarat put out a 85% quota for locals. Migrants were required for textiles, so they had to disband this because every industry cannot be run by the locals.
Yes.
In 2008, Maharashtra, 80% local job quota. Once again, skills were not available with the local people. Again, not very successful. In 2016, Karnataka had a 100% local quota. Again, the law department vetoed it and it called it unconstitutional. Tamil Nadu in 2019 brought a similar thing, 50% job quota. Once again, not imposed. Madhya Pradesh 2019, once again, Kamal Nath, the chief minister, mooted this, but it hasn't gone through.
Those are
So,
practical
Mr. Ravi
constraints.
Srivastava, this hasn't really worked in any state. Many states have come up with it. Do you think this is once again a quick and fast making fool of the voters of the people of Andhra Pradesh that Jagan Reddy is trying to do?
Navika, let me tell you that son of the soil policy is pursued practically by every state. It is not written down as a law in many places. It is Jagan Reddy only, as you can say, has taken a kind of a lead that he has announced it as 75%. But unofficially, let me tell you, whether it is Maharashtra, whether it is Gujarat, whether it is Karnataka or any other state, the son of the soil policy is pursued everywhere. The locals are always preferred in giving the employment. If you recall, Madhya Pradesh, Kamal Nath said it only for those which are state-funded industries. But here Jagan has said that any private industry, he has covered practically the PPPs also, factories also, industrial units also. But one thing is there, that since he had made this promise in his manifesto, we cannot call it a vote bank politics. Because there are aspirations and he has already created some 1 lakh jobs. So I think that's a welcome thing he has done. And another thing is, he's saying that private people, they will be imparting skills. If the skilled people are not available, the skills will be imparted to those people. Now another 75%, 25% are still available. So if skilled people are not there within the state, one can always employ people from the outside. And major industries like petroleum, cement, coal, fertilizer, those are all exempted from it. So where specialized skills are needed, those industries have been kept out of the preview of this kind of a quota or reservation, what do you call it. But what I'm saying is that's a welcome step in the way the nation is starving today for the jobs. So jobs are created, the jobs are provided to youngsters. I think that's a major step that Jagan has taken, that at least he has made it clear that the locals will get the job there and they'll not be migrating
Sunil
to other states for the
Sunil
jobs,
Alag,
and
did
they
you
don't have
see?
to run away
Did
from
you
there.
see the entire political class is
No.
always together on anything that has to do with quotas? They don't give a damn about whether industry in
one
India
thing
is
I want
efficient
here.
or not, whether
There
jobs
is-
are created or not, whether investments come in or not. This is their vote bank politics, and all of them support each other.
You know, as You know, you're so right. Son of the soil is for the countries all over the world. We are going to be the first country in the world to create son of the soil within the country. Son of the soil is in Malaysia, son of the soil is in Dubai, son of the soil is in all countries. One country. Are we India or are we not India? Or are you saying that each state is now going to run it as if it's a separate country? Look, industry will employ local labor always. It suits them. But if they are not skilled and you're training them, that means you are asking all the new industry to say, please, you train them for 4 years. For 4 years, you start losing money. 1 second, let me answer each question that you've raised. Which state is following son of the soil by law? Just because your Mr. Reddy has decided by law, let it happen. You, by making it law, are preventing industry from coming to your state, sir. That's all I'm saying. You may have made a wrong promise to the people. You do not create jobs by law. Jobs are created by industry coming in. If you can create jobs by law, then everybody, the Indian government would have said, okay, here's the law. Now everybody will have a job. Since when has this happened? This is total nonsense as far as I'm concerned. Even reservation. Look, I am for reservation, although I'm
they call it the son of the soil policy, ladies and gentlemen. Son of the soil now is not about a country. Now the son of the soil is not about a country. There is no identity of India that these political parties are actually promoting. What they are promoting is narrow political interests, quotas through the back door, so that they can nurse their own vote banks. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the beginning of discrimination. Today, it's a law in Andhra Pradesh by the Jagan Mohan Reddy government. Tomorrow, it will be a disease that will spread across many other states. Is this the way India wants to move forward? Is this what we expect in 21st century India? Are we creating boundaries within our own country? And is this the most dangerous precedent that is being set off? I want you to think about it, because if we don't raise our voices now, this is going to be the pattern that all political parties will follow in different states. Thank you very much to my panelists for joining me on debate number 2. And ladies and gentlemen, before I say goodbye, I want to draw your attention to this very, very obnoxious statement that has been made by former Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Siddaramaiah. You've seen the drama that has gone on over the trust fund for over 2 weeks now. They haven't really spared any respectability to the people's mandate in Karnataka. But today, when Siddaramaiah, former Chief Minister and a senior leader of the Congress party, today legitimized horse trading by calling it retail trade is all right, wholesale trade is not what can be supported. What does that make our legislators, our parliamentarians? Listen in to this obnoxious bite, because this is a wake-up call for all those who vote for such leaders to see through them and to choose their leaders very, very carefully. Listen in to Siddaramaiah as I say good night.
ಎರಡು ಥರದ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಒಂದು ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರಿಟೇಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್. ಈ ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಬಹಳ ಡೇಂಜರು. ರಿಟೇಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಾನ್ಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರೇ, ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡು ಏನೋ ಒಬ್ರು ಇಬ್ರು ರಿಟೇಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಅಪಾಯ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪಾಯ ಆಗೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ.